Natural remedies for constipation during pregnancy. Before we go into the remedies part, Doctor, do people have more, or can people have more of a difficulty with constipation during pregnancy?
Oh, yes. Even people who normally aren't constipated during regular times, they get constipated during pregnancy. And the reason why is because, because that woman is growing another baby, they need extra iron. And iron, we know, constipates in the pill form. And the other thing is that when you have this big, huge thing that's, growing on, inside of you that pushes on your intestines, it's very difficult to be able to get all that stuff, the stool out. And like I said before, in one of the earlier videos, the longer that the stool stays in there, the more harder that it gets.
So we're dealing with a situation of a pregnancy that has brought about constipation with a constipated female. Let's put it that way. What natural remedies, Irene, would we recommend?
Well, one that I just came with is irrigation. You actually have people that are trained to insert a tube and push water up and flush it out. Another thing, you can massage here in your jaw, and it will help release. There's pressure points on either side of your belly button that'll help it release. Now, the uterus sits here. The intestine is actually above and around down on the right side, left side. It goes down on the left side. And I'm thinking I'm drawing it backwards, but so you can massage over above your stomach until the little one gets big enough where you're massaging their head or arm or whatever's laying up above.
You probably want to be careful in that process.
You always want to go from your right side to your left side because that's the natural flow. So you don't want to come back this way. You always want to push across right to left.
What about, we've talked in other videos about what you eat matters. But of course, when you're pregnant, you get pickles with ice cream, and so it doesn't matter anymore what you eat, right?
I never ate pickles and ice cream. I never ate the coleslaw that everybody says that pregnant women get cravings for. No, I mean, if you are pregnant, try not to gain too much weight. You want to gain some weight, but you don't have to gain a bunch. Just keep eating very healthy fruits and vegetables, and that will help you to stop, to prevent getting constipated. Drink lots and lots of water, which you already need anyways for your baby, but that will also help you. And exercise.
Okay. Any other thoughts here as it relates to natural remedies for constipation during pregnancy?
Well, one thought process is increase the foods that are high in iron. And so you can do a research. Use that thing called YouTube, and Google.
Well, I think both YouTube and Google would probably be good tools.
Yes, very much so. And research half a dozen websites, and they say this one's high and this one high and that one high. So you got lentils and spinach. Okay, those are two off the top of my head. Now, which order are they in? Well, I know lentils, you can eat 2 cups of lentils a day, and doctors have prescribed this to get rid of anemia. So we know that's high in iron. So do your research, take a look. Okay, what foods do I got in my cupboard? Okay, what foods do I like to eat that are high in iron? Okay, then you can go and say, hey, I want to try what that tastes like and go try something new.
Awesome. Awesome. So are there any other thoughts then before we bring this
I do, and you know, Google and YouTube, they're very wonderful resources, but sometimes you have to be very careful about where the source is, and so you have to. I wouldn't, you know, this is not to take the place of the, you know, the recommendations by your doctor. If you are pregnant, please see a doctor during your pregnancy. That way they can continue to check your, you know, levels, you know, your how the baby's growing, all those different things. But yes, do your research.
And that brings me back to at the front of pretty much every video, we have a little disclaimer that says this is not meant to replace the feedback, the help, the assistance that a doctor would bring to on board. We're just sharing thoughts as naturopathic vegans on how to improve your health alternatively, but I very much agree. Check with your doctor. Make sure, especially if you're pregnant, you definitely want that. You definitely want that. All right. Natural remedies for constipation during pregnancy. Anything else? All right. We will see you in our next video where we are talking about a healthy alternative. But for now, as it relates to this video, we have provided our information on natural remedies for constipation during pregnancy.